Hi guys, this is Darren with Madfoot Sim Racing. I'm just here to tell you about the ergonomics changes that I made to the sim rig, because a couple of you guys were nice enough to point out the cramping and stuff that I was doing and how was I racing doing that stuff, and I was really suffering, and I just thought it was me and there was nothing I could do about it. But some of you were nice enough to tell me about that and give me some tips, and I took them and I made a few adjustments and I sat in it, and it just makes it a lot better. So I'm going to show you what I did, and I sat in it and now it's better. So there's two bolts that hold the seat in. I'm using my socket extension here. This one was on the third slot here. I moved it down to the second slot, which actually kind of tilts my back forward, but it lowers my feet down, and since I'm 6'4", or lowers my knees down, makes it so that my legs are a little bit more like this, and I just slide the slider back a little bit more. Brings my knees down so they don't hit the bottom of the wheel. Another thing I did is I tilted the wheel up here with this part on the frame, so I tilted that up kind of this direction like this, and then with this part here I tilted it down, but I overcompensated the first part so that actually the wheel is still being tilted up, and you can see like that, and with sliding the seat back and everything like that, it makes it a lot better. And then it's another way that my knees don't hit the bottom of the wheel, and it makes it a lot easier to race on the track. Another thing I did, you can see my pointer here, my Allen key extension, is with the pedals. My pedals were actually, the pedal plate was angled, and then I just lowered that angle, because then the pedals are like this. When it's like this, they're almost straight up, and my ankles were actually bending backwards. It was really stressful just to even press down on a pedal, or even get it so I'm not even pressing down on the brakes or something like that. So even just resting my foot on the brakes, they're already engaged a little bit, and so it's stressful to drive around the track even just with gas and brakes, and I'm thinking about that all the time, and you got enough to think about when you're in a race. So now my pedal plate is almost flat, my pedals are like this, and it just makes it a whole lot easier. And that's just the things that I've done to improve the ergonomics of the Madfoot Sim Racing Sim Rig. And anything else, any tips are more than welcome, and you know, I take things with a grain of salt, but I still use everything, and every bit of knowledge you guys throw at me is much appreciated. So hit that like, hit the subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications,